Welcome to the homework solution tutorial on 2D to 2E. It says to factor out the trinomial. Part A, you're going to factor these out. If it's impossible, state prime. Let's look at number 1. This is a trinomial because there's 3 terms, and it is a quadratic because the degree is 2. Right? Please understand that this is in the format of the letter A x squared plus b x plus the constant of c. Notice if you write this out, you have a equals to 1, b equals to 5, and c is equal to 4. Notice a equals to 1, so you could just factor this out using the P and Q method. The way we organize it is we like to draw an X. We put that b value here, which is just 5, and then we put the value of c here, which is on the right. We want to find 2 letters, which is P and Q, such that P plus Q will be equal to 5. And then if we multiply P times Q, that is going to get you your 4. We just have to come up with those numbers. So let's go through my list of possibilities. I start with 1 times 5. Okay. Oh, no, 1 times 4. That does get you your 4. So does that work? Yes. Because when we do 1 plus 4, that gets you 5. So what multiplies to make 4? What 2 numbers multiply to make 4? That also adds to make 5. So your answer here would be P equals to 4 and P equals to 5. The format is always X plus P. Then you have your X plus your Q right here. So we can just substitute it in. X plus 4. And we can write the second one, which is going to be your X plus 5. There you go. All right, we're going to repeat that same process again for 2. Here you go. So that can help you. So what are the terms? Well, let me color code it better this time. A equals to 1. That is that number out in front. B is equal to 12. And C is going to be equal to 32. We draw our X. Now we put in our terms. So the B value goes here, which is just 12. Then we have our C value here, which is 32. We want to find 2 numbers, P and Q, such that P times Q gets you 32 and P plus Q gets you 12. So let's go over my possibilities. I have 1 times 32. That works, but it doesn't equal to 12. Then we have 2 times 16. Does that get you 12? No. Let's see. 3 times anything? Nope. 3 is not possible. 4 times 8. Yes, that does work. 4 times 8 is 32. And 4 plus 8 gets you 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. So the 2 numbers that we have here are 4 and 8. They multiply to make 32 and add to make 12. So we can write this. X plus 4 would be our first factor. Then you have your X plus 8 as your second factor. There you go. Let's do the next one. 3. Okay. Let's help you do this along. A equals to 1. B equals to 15. And C is equal to 50. We draw our X to organize it. We want to find 2 numbers that add up to 15 that multiply to 50. Okay, here is your P and Q for reference. So what 2 numbers here will multiply to make 50 that adds to make 15? So it looks like it would be 1 and 50. That wouldn't work. So we'll cross that out. 2 and 25. That doesn't work. 3 wouldn't work. 4 wouldn't work. 5 and 10. That looks good. So we would say it is 5 and 10. So we can now write it. X plus 5. And then it would be x plus 10 are your factors. Let's do 4. Ooh, let me grab this. This is really nice if you remember this, so you can get your A, B, and C. Okay. All right, let's label it. A equals to 1. B equals to -5. And C is equal to -24. It's great. A equals to 1, so we can do our X method here. We want to find two numbers that adds to -5, that multiplies to -24. Okay, let me repeat that. You want to make sure they multiply to make -24. That adds to -5. Okay, I ignore the negative for right now. Okay, and I would just do it. So I can pick 1 and 24. Would that make 5 in any way? Nope. What about 2 and 12? 14 and 10? Nope. 3 and 8, I believe. Yes. Ooh, that looks like a good combination. I can see how a 5 would be possible, right? Because if we do 3 times 8 and you make this negative, it becomes -24. Or we can do -3 times -8 would get you 24. Okay, right? So there's different choices. Let's see what happens when we add them. 3 plus -8, that gets you -5. And -3 plus -8, -3 plus 8 will get you a 5. We want a negative, so we want this combination. Okay, so the negative is with the 8. So P can be equal to 3 and Q can be equal to -8, right? The format. So the two factors are 3 and -8. Okay, so it would be x plus 3 and x minus 8 are your factors. There you go. Let's do one more, which is going to be your number 5. Let's grab our scenario here. Repeat that same process. We figure out what A is. A here is equal to 1. B here is equal to 5. And C here is equal to -24. Since A equals to 1, we can now use the X method, which is just factoring out the P, looking for P and Q. So we want to find two numbers that will multiply to make -24. That adds to the number 5. Okay. All right. Oh, isn't those two the same problem? Oh, it is the same problem. Okay. So I'm not going to even redo it. It's the same problem. 4 and 5 down here are the same problem. So, okay. No, it's not. That's a -5. Okay, sorry. Because that's a -5, right? Did I do it right? -5, -24. Okay. So this is different. Yeah, sorry. So we want to find two numbers that P times Q, that makes -24, and that adds to 5. Okay, I think we already know the two numbers. It would be 3 and 8. So we know it's a combination of 3 and 8 somehow. Okay, so P and Q here. We know it's supposed to be 3 and 8 somehow. Okay, so we want it to equal to -24. So one of them has to be negative. Okay, so we can make -3 times 8, which is -24, or 3 times -8 is also equal to -24. Now let's test the addition. -3 plus 8, that gets you 5, or you can get -3 plus -8, that gets you, sorry, this should be a +3, plus -8 will get you -5. Okay, let me see if I did this correct. So 3 let's do negative and negative. Good. This time it's a positive 8 right here, positive 5, okay, and a negative 24. So the negatives is with the 3 this time. So it's negative 3 and 8. I write this out so I can visually see it. Negative 3 and 8 are your factors. Just put it in factored form now. It's x minus 3, and you have x plus 8. There you go.